after the success of Assassin's Creed 2, Ubisoft would take a page out of EA's book and announce that Assassin's Creed was going yearly. Over the next 3 years, we would see numerous titles on both the consoles and the handhelds. This week, on the Legacy, we look at the mini Assassins.
Information? I'm a bartender, for Christ's sakes, but I'm not an assassin. Not anymore.
Just try and have a little faith.
We can do no more. The rest is up to you, Desmond.
What? Who's Desmond? I don't understand. Please, wait. I have so many questions.
PSP was released in December 2004, and it was Sony's attempt to take down the Nintendo-dominated handheld market a peg or two. Anyone in the games industry would have told Sony this would be an uphill battle. Better companies have tried, and better companies have failed. Sega, Namco, SNK, all these companies fought, and all these companies failed. But, you know what? This isn't just a game company. This is Sony we're talking about. One of the biggest companies in the world. What could have possibly gone wrong? Here's what could have gone wrong. A lineup featuring mostly miniature version of console franchises, as well as numerous sport titles. An emphasis on graphics on a tiny screen, focusing on media instead of games, and the control scheme. See, while Nintendo had lost momentum in the home console market since the release of the N64, over on the handheld side, they were still kicking ass, with the GBA and DS basically running the race unopposed. And then when the PSP came out, you know what? I'll let Reggie explain it.
Consider this. Both the Nintendo DS and Sony PSP made their worldwide debuts just before the holidays last year. To date, global sell-through for Nintendo DS stands at over 5 million, or more than twice the level for the PSP. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Well, the PSP hasn't arrived in Europe yet. So we got there when we said we would, and they didn't. You know what? That's Sony's issue, not my problem.
Yeah. See, while the PSP had basically been treading water, it did have a few standout games for the system. And Assassin's Creed Bloodlines wasn't one of them. Bloodlines was Ubisoft and Griptonite's attempt to putting the Assassin's Creed experience on handhelds, but unfortunately, and no pun intended, its execution didn't pay off. The story starts off with Altair a few years after the original game on the island of Cyprus. Besides the inside the Animus interface, there is nothing concerning Desmond or Abstergo in this game. Despite the PSP being graphically more powerful than the DS, it's obvious it's nothing compared to its home console brothers. The graphics and design just feel uninspiring, and it's sad to say these are the kind of graphics I would expect from someone doing a Wii port of Assassin's Creed. While at its core, the gameplay does a good job capturing its big brother with climbable cities and side missions, what it fails to capture is anyone's attention. Most of the game had no real sense of accomplishment, and quite frankly, it was really a bore to get through. What makes it worse is the story. What is the story? Oh, nothing special, just some stupid little side story like Altair meeting his fucking wife! To put something this important on a mini handheld game is a really big punch to the groin from Ubisoft. It's like they're saying, ha! You want the full story? You have to deal with the PSP stick to get it. The game will last about 6 hours, and after you're done, you just put it away next to your PSP and the other 2 games you own for it. At the end of the day, Bloodlines is really just for the hardcore Assassin's Creed fan. I mean, you'd have to be hardcore to play a PSP anyway. As for the next... yes, this. You know what? Fuck the analog stick on the PSP. It's fiddly, it's flimsy, and it does this. Look. Just a minute. Okay. Alright. Just... While Bloodlines attempted to recreate the Assassin's Creed experience on a handheld, on the DS it was a much different story. So let's check out the first DS game, Altair's Chronicles. Can I play? Yeah. I can play. Ow. Oh, fuck you, PSP. Take what I say about Bloodlines, give it to a developer with even less morale, and make it a side-scrolling beat-em-up with occasional parkour platforming, and that, in a nutshell, is Altair Chronicles on the DS. If the monotonous one-button combat doesn't bore you, then the bloody obnoxious platforming with insta-death will, and the stupid-ass touchscreen minigames will make you break your DS. In terms of graphics, afterwards I popped in Phantom Hourglass for comparison, and I went temporarily blind from the difference. God bless my internet reviewing healing powers. To put it simply, while Bloodlines was uninspiring, Altair's Chronicles just feels forced, and it's also available on iPhone, so there's that, I guess. But I wish I could say we were done. But no! There's one more. Now, where is... Damn these eyes. Another side what? Oh, fuck you, Soda. Damn eyes. Damn... This it? Oh, shut up. Another side story for Assassin's Creed 2. Because, you know, we didn't have enough of those as it is. Assassin's Creed Discovery, developed by Griptonite, the guys who made Bloodlines. I'm just so happy I'm blind right now. Alright. Oh, damn it, my eyesight came back! God damn you, internet reviewing healing powers! Ah! Discovery, while sticking to basically the same gameplay as Altair's Chronicles. However, it lost the attempted 2.5D platforming and stuck to a preferable 2D plane. And that's all the praise I can give about it. While graphically better than Chronicles, once again its combat is uninspiring, and coupled with the fact that you have to restart a level if you detect it more than 4 times, makes you close your DS and wish you got anything else at the store. At the end of the day, I mean, they try. Oh, who the fuck am I kidding? These games were cash grabs, and that's all they were. Which makes it more confusing why the 3DS Assassin's Creed game, The Lost Legacy, was cancelled before we got to see any fucking gameplay. But if you're the kind of guy who just wants to have all the Assassin's Creed games, not like me, I was forced by this damn retrospective. Unless you're that kind of guy, I don't recommend these games. Just stick with the console games, which is what we're going to again next week. So, thank you for watching. We'll see you again next time. What's that? I'm missing one? Oh, that's right! Liberation on the Vita! Yeah. I don't actually own a Vita. I mean, blame it on the fact that there's a new console coming out in 2 weeks I've spent all my money on. But I'll tell you what. One of you buys me a Vita with Liberation and I'll gladly review it. In fact, any game you buy me, I will gladly review. Hey, where you go? Hey, don't fade out on me! Hey, where do you think you're going? You think all these games just magically appear on my lap? Hey, get back here!